before we get into Vendilli Digital Group, take me on a deep dive of ProFromGo and the service you provide and what it is that makes you unique from other companies who would consider themselves like your competitor.
Okay. So we do, I'd say probably about half of our revenue comes from like website design and development projects, forms. And a good clip of it is from just ongoing retainer services, which is one of the things that makes us slightly unique. We do tend to work on kind of like a retainer basis with most of our clients. In an ideal situation, when the budget's there and it's the right fit, we'll take over their whole web presence, whether or not it needs redesigned or whatnot. But level will help them create their content, like blogs, social media, all the design work. We'll run their ad campaigns, Google, Bing, Facebook, Instagram. Actually kind of become their online voice for the most part, and help them with the technical aspects as well as the creative aspects. I think another thing that makes us, I guess, slightly differentiated is we're a HubSpot Platinum partner. I don't know if you're familiar with that tool, but it's sales, marketing, and service software. It's great for small business. They've got different levels, so it's pretty affordable, all the way up to kind of enterprise grade. They're really moving up market right now. But my favorite part about it is the CRM component. So I'm a certified sales trainer with that, where we'll go in and implement it, teach the sales users how to use it. And I think the big payoff there is it gets the sales and marketing teams really working together. There's kind of a natural rub sometimes between sales and marketing. The sales guys say the leads suck, and the marketing guys are saying or girls are saying that the sales reps can't close the leads that they generate, and getting kind of a service level agreement between them and all looking at the contacts from the same through the same system is really beneficial. So we've seen some good breakthroughs for our clients with that.
Right. Well, so kind of funny that you brought up all the ad stuff. Obviously, like I try to do a little bit of research whenever I'm having somebody on. I definitely have knew about HubSpot before, so I get into that and I look up CRM and everything like that. And now I'm getting just drilled with all these CRM
cyber stalked.
Yeah, like Monday.com is the most recent one that's hitting me on YouTube all the time.
Yep.
But just so like the people listening know, can you go into like CRM a little bit more?
Sure. Yeah. So like, I'll kind of give you a before and after. That's probably an easy way to describe it. What are you sipping on there? Because I was told to bring alcohol and I didn't crack my first beer yet.
I have a little bit of gin here.
Nice. You're fancy. I just got a Corona. So yeah, the CRM component, I guess, where it really helps us as the digital partner, is that, without a CRM or an integrated tool that's kind of connected to your marketing and advertising, like pre-HubSpot, let's say, we'll come into an organization, let's say they have like 2 or 3 people in the marketing department and 6 or 7 sales reps. That's about the ratio we might see. They're running around with like legal memo pads with all their notes, who their contacts are, what their deals are. You almost have to like corner them and interrogate them sometimes to see what's in the pipeline. The marketing folks are kind of confused, like which leads are they following up with? Which leads haven't they gotten to yet? Is someone cooling off in the corner that we don't know about? With a tool like HubSpot, we can see which sales reps work in the deal, what they're saying to them. We can see where that lead came from, not just where it came from, but like very specifically, like, for example, say we're running a multifaceted digital advertising campaign with numerous ad sets out there. We'll know which ad they clicked on, which landing page they hit, which sales rep claimed the lead. And my favorite thing about it from the sales user perspective is, adoption's a big problem with these tools. It's basically a customer relationship management tool for the people who might not know what CRM stands for, but I lost my train of thought. Maybe the Corona will help me remember.
You were just kind of talking about how it kind of organizes everything that's right. Going on within the teams and how they're dealing with each individual client.
Right. From the adoption perspective, what I love about HubSpot is it's just super sales friendly for the sales user. So, with a tool, not to bag on any of the other competitors out there, but with a lot of them, they still have to do all their normal work of selling. And then at the end of the day, do this extra work to like catch up on their notes and enter all the data in on like what happened and where deals stand. With HubSpot, it really integrates nicely between the mobile app. There's like a business card scanner that's super helpful, creates contact record for you. It piggybacks on your email. If you use like Gmail for Business or Outlook 365, it adds a little kind of toolbar in your email client, and you just log the message to the CRM. If I send you an email and I log it and you're not in my CRM, it will create the contact record. It'll go and look at the company information on your business domain name and give me some intel on that. It'll associate the contact and company record. So by the time I go into the tool and actually add the context of like, what Eli might want to buy from me, I don't have to fill in all those blanks. It's already done for me. And there's even some information that saves me time, so I don't have to go looking for it. So it really complements the way people sell today, especially in this kind of digital world, which, with that adoption issue and, sales users don't need more work to do. They want to spend their time selling. And same with marketers. They don't want to be data entry clerks. They want to do marketing. So it gets the two camps really talking. And it ultimately, once you build a little equity in it, of course, there's some upfront work to get it all set up and get your assets in there, that sort of thing. It saves you time, which, that's invaluable as well and hard to quantify.
Yeah. I mean, my whole like being in life these days in business is like efficiency and streamlining and, not expelling effort in places where it doesn't need that much, right? Like what, like work smarter, not harder, type
Bingo.
of thing. And I'm always on board for that. And when somebody talks to me about like, oh, if I buy into this tool, like, am I wasting money? I'm like, I don't know. How much time are you saving? Because that's wasting money too. You just don't see it.
Right. Yeah.
It's not an actual cost, but you're not earning anything.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's probably probably one of the best ways we're differentiated, at least locally, because there's just not a ton of HubSpot partners. And I think a lot of agencies like ours, they help, make your site look better, right? They might even help you get your message out more clearly. But it's hard to measure the impact of that. But when you have a tool I just kind of touched the tip of the iceberg, that's integrated with their website. It has built-in analytics. I know where the contacts are coming from, which pages they viewed, how long they spent there. And the underpinning of the whole system is, marketing automation. And they're starting to kind of introduce basically like almost like AI. You can get a little more advanced with it. So when we customize it for a client, like the questions you ask a prospect to get them as a new customer for you are different than every other company. So we make sure it's kind of like fill in the blank. And as those blanks, so to speak, get filled in, you can reorganize them automatically and roll them in follow-up sequences. And, good example, someone goes cold on you. That happens a lot in business. And they come back and they view your pricing page. Let's notify Eli it's time to reach out and kick them out an email to automatically schedule with you, where they can just, pick from available times on your calendar and it books it for you. It just kind of works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, God, that it's kind of creepy to hear you say that, but like as somebody who I'm all but basically Facebook certified, with the Blueprint course and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with the amount of things that they do to make money over there and that outfit. So I actually haven't gone for the testing because it seems to equate to be one of those things. But anyways, just knowing like how the pixel works and like the amount of creepy like internet stalking that the internet does on you without you knowing is kind of crazy. So when you're saying that like, oh, somebody just, that went cold on you showed up and they checked out your pricing page and then all of a sudden a whole other sequence of things like fires from it. It doesn't shock me in the slightest, but I mean, it's an awesome function and it works great for obviously customer relations and whatnot, but God, it's creepy a little bit.
It's like this weird combination of creepy and cool depending on which side of the fence you're on at any given time.
Right. Yeah. It can be one of those things where it's like, man, I can't believe you just reached out. I was just on your page.
I tell when people are looking at HubSpot, I'm giving them a demo. I always tell them if I ever call you and say your business card just fell out on my desk while I was moving things around and I decided it was an omen to call you, that's probably not what happened. I probably got an alert that you opened an old email or you're on my website. uh, that's just my icebreaker. Your business card fell out on my desk today, so I thought I should call you. And literally, they're like, while they're looking at my website.
It's actually not a bad icebreaker. I should just pull that clip and be like, this is a decent icebreaker.